picture of the seaweed.
Seaweed.
In Lagavulin, there's 5 different sizes of casks that we do for. Smallest one is here, is a quart cask. It holds 100 litres. Next one we've got here is an American barrel. But one of the reasons we do use American casks is the law in America says they can only use a cask once for bourbon. Just now they're trying to change the law that they can use the cask twice. But your American barrel holds 200 litres. Next one you've got here is a hogshead. It holds 250 litres. Next one here is a sherry butt. It holds between 5 and 550. If you look along the top there, you'll see they're called puncheons. They hold between 5 and 550. That is the 5 different sizes that we do fill in Lagavulin. In Lagavulin, we've got storage space for 7,000 casks. Down in the village in Portellin that you have come through there today, we've got storage space for 6,000. And our sister distillery at the far end of the island in Isla, we've got storage space there for 3.5. It's not a lot of room, folks, in Isla. The reason being we do 2.4 million litres per year, roughly between 13 and 14,000 casks per year. Lagavulin, the grain that we get for Lagavulin whisky, comes from the maltings down the road there. We get the grain at 34 to 38 ppm, part per million in peat. As we're going through the site, to the new make spirit, we lose a wee bit coming through. By the time it comes through, we get between 9 and 15. So Lagavulin is a smoky, a peaty whisky. No rights and wrongs in whiskies. Whatever you do get, you're never wronged.
So the 80-year-old is the 200-year.
That was for one of the ones for the 200 years. Next one we do sell in the shop up there, we do 12-year-old cask strength. It varies every year.
Okay.
Next we do a 16-year-old Lagavulin reduced to 43. That one there, we started that one in 1988. The next one we do is Distiller's Edition or Double Matured. It's 15 years, 7 or 8 months in an American oak cask, transferred into another cask, but the second time the cask is treated with Pedro sherry, Spanish sherry, we only leave it in that for 3 to 6 months. The reason being we only leave it for that, if we left it too long in a Pedro cask, it would overpower whisky.
Okay.
Next we've got a 25-year-old up there for sale with all the managers' names on it. It was launched for the 200 years. It's £799. If you want to go that wee bit further, we've got a 37-year-old Lagavulin. It's only £2,043, 75 pence. But don't think you're going to get a £5 discount off that one. The first one I'll give you a taste here is one that you can only buy in Lagavulin. This one here is unaged whisky. If you look there, you'll see my name on it.
Oh.
And the number on it. This is unaged whisky. Now, unaged whisky means that you can marry young and old together.
Okay.
This one here is American oak casks and first fill bourbon casks. So I'll give you a wee taste of it, and you tell me what you think of it. You will see it's got quite light colour because it's not a sherry cask. Sherry gives colour. So you sit down and enjoy that. So remember, it's a refill cask. Refill and first fill bourbon cask. So it's young whiskey and old whiskey married together.
Estoy probando aquí un whisky exclusivo de el tour en el warehouse de Lagavulin. Esto no se vende ni se puede probar en ningún otro lado del mundo. Solamente aquí en el warehouse de Lagavulin en la isla de Islay. Estoy solo con el gran Ian, que podemos verlo aquí. Es una combinación de whiskies jóvenes y maduros.
How do you find that one?
Good. It's spicy, it's sweet, it's
When you're
peaty.
in whiskey tastings, never be shy in saying what you do taste.
Yes.
Because you've got to remember, your taste buds and nose buds are entirely different to mine.
Yes.
So if you say what you do taste,
It reminds me of pears,
Pears?
to tell you the truth.
Pears.
With the obvious peat, the smoke.
heat and the smoke.
Yes. I find it sweeter than the 16.
Sweeter.
Yes.
So you will see here now, all the casks that we have here are all made of oak. A lot of the casks that we buy from America, you can recharge them 3 times in the life of the cask. Look at there, you've seen the recharge. We're using the cask now for 120 to 150 years.
One cask.
There's so many new distilleries starting and casks are very scarce. Sherry casks are very expensive. We're not buying near as many sherry casks as we used to do. So
Okay.
sherry casks are very, very expensive. So the next one that we're going to taste here, you will see.
Woo.
A bit of heat in it.
Heat, yeah.
Heat. This one here, the first one that we're going to do here, is 12-year-old. And it's out a sherry cask.
Sherry cask.
You see there, lovely colour?
Oh, yeah.
So if you give us your wee glass and we'll let you taste this one. Slanjava.
Slanjava is the
Good health.
good health. Okay. So this is a 12-year-old.
12-year-old and it's a sherry. Look at the colour of it and you see the difference in the colour? Mm-hmm. And the strength of it is about 56.
Would it be considered, this is a cask strength?
They're all cask strength that you're tasting here now. All of them are cask strength. Comes off the stills up there at 68 to 69%. We get it pumped down to the filling store where we reduce it all to 63.5. You've heard of the angel share?
Yeah.
We lose 2% per year up to 10 years, but every cask is entirely different.
Bueno, segunda prueba aquí en Lagavulin con el maestro Ian.
Slanja.
Directo del barril, 12 años, cherry cask. Este es más, sí, este está más spicy que el anterior. Sweetness. En verdad no hay mucho que pueda decir, simplemente estoy feliz de estar en este lugar. Increíble. Esto es historia lo que estamos viendo aquí.
Is it warm? There's no rights and wrongs to drink whiskey. You drink it how you like it.
Yes.
Remember, cask strength whiskey is nothing like putting a few spots of water in it. It opens it up and gives you a lot more flavour. What we're going to do here is we're going to let you taste a few drips of water in it. When you put water in it, it opens it up and gives you a lot of different flavours. Now we don't put a lot of water in it. We put it in the cap here and we just a few. I'll just show you here.
Yes.
That
And that's
should be
it.
enough.
Okay.
You've got to remember your taste buds is burning because of the strength of the whiskey. If it's a bit lower, it's easier, a lot easier to drink.
I believe it got sweeter.
Sweeter.
Yes. 14-year-old.
And it's a refill cask this time. So a refill cask means whiskey, whiskey, whiskey. It's not, there was never in sherry in this one. So if you take your glass over.
Was there ever bourbon in it?
Not necessarily bourbon. We use more than bourbon casks. It's not only bourbon casks we use European casks.
Okay.
That one here is quite different, isn't it?
The smell is already different.
Warm it with the heat of your hands, give it a wee bit of time. Don't rush when you're drinking whiskey. You've got to think when you're at home there or you're in a pub, it's lovely and warm. You're more relaxed. In here you're a wee bit uptight.
Yeah.
Warm your hands, put it in between your hands.
Okay, I'm gonna just leave that there. Yes, because it's cold in here.
Cold in here. Warm your hands, put it round in the glass and give it a wee bit of heat.
That's a nice picture.
Nice picture, aye. I've got a book for you there, you'll get a book.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Autografiado.
That's for the 200 years. We're 200 years last year. So there's a few books there, so you're lucky. Go back home and... Look at the area, you've seen it's quite lumpy.
Ooh.
There's an old castle out there too.
Castle?
See it across the bay there?
That's an old castle?
Yes.
In ruins?
Ruins, yes.
Yeah, the sea is
Quite rough, isn't it?
rough.
You see it coming over the rocks there.
This is the Atlantic. Okay.
This one here that you have in the glass here is 19-year-old and it's out a second fill sherry.
Second?
Fill sherry and it's 19-year-old. Sangiovese. It's about
Sangiovese.
52%.
This is it. Ok, Lagavulin. 19 años. Prueba aquí en el warehouse de Lagavulin, en la isla, con el maestro. Esto como es directo del barril, es muy fuerte y después añadimos un poquito de agua para bajarle el porcentaje de alcohol, ya que es muy fuerte. Oh, sweet. Oh, that's good.
Next one's bad.
This is very good.
Very good, yes.
This is very good. God, it's so much better than the other ones.
Well, what we can do is, I can give you wee pots and you can take them away and enjoy them.
Oh, yes. Yes, I would take this one, for sure. Buenísimo. Dulce. Se nota que los años que ha pasado en el barril le ha bajado el tono del ahumado, del peat. Y aquí me está entregando para llevar. Very good.
This one here is my favourite one.
Okay. Okay.
You'll need your big glass in, or take another glass where you've got it. This is my favourite one. This one here is out a sherry cask and it's 24-year-old. This one here reminds me of Christmas time, Christmas cake, currants. Now put your glass here now and you'll see it's very hard to get. Oh, I'll need to do it this way.
Oh.
That's a favourite of mine.
24-year-old.
Isn't it?
1993.
What does it say on it?
Yes.
92, is it?
93. Yes, it says 93. Cask number 4504. Este barril de 24 años solo se puede probar aquí en el depósito de añejamiento con los barriles de Lagavulin, ya que en realidad las botellas son de 25 años, pero aquí lo saca un año antes y lo tienen aquí para las pruebas a las visitas. Las manos me huelen a turba, peat, ahumado.
Enjoying it now. Give it time to warm up.
Yeah, because it's very cold. So you like that one better than the 35?
Yes, better.
Yeah?
Yes.
Peaches.
Peaches.
Oh. Yeah, you're right. You know, we all have a different sense because we've had a different life.
Yes. Different senses of smell.
Yeah, and your memories are others.
Oh my God.
There's a sweet semi-citric fruit that is not cherry. It's the wood.
The wood, right?
That's a great cask. It's a great cask.
I really like that one. Even the taste of it. It's just like mother's milk.
Mother's milk. So how often do you have yourself a dram?
Well, we used to have 4 drams a day. We used to get a dram at 8 o'clock, dram at 10 o'clock, dram at 1 o'clock and dram at 5. We don't get any drams now.
You mean from the company?
Company. But we don't get any now.
What changed?
Well, we're a drink-wise company now, so we're trying to do away, because a lot of the older people that were getting 4 drams a day were alcoholics. When they stopped, you know.
Yeah, it's easy to fall into it.
Easy, very, very easy.
Yeah.
See the likes is when you've got a gig and that, the next day do you feel, headache? No?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's not nice, is it?
No.
These people never ever,
They
never ever have that, because they're keeping their immune system going the whole time. But I mean, you've got to remember, if you're getting a lot of free whiskies, it's easy to get into every day.
Yeah, and if you can work here for 40 plus years.
It's easy to get immune to that. And then one of the things, once you've got 2 or 3, you want another one. You want another one. You know, you won't stop.
Yeah. Have you ever been an alcoholic?
No,
never,
no.
Even though
what I do is, I respect him. My grandfather worked in this place, and a lot of my uncles worked in this, and they were alcoholics. Because they didn't realise it till they stopped work. When my grandfather stopped working at 65, he only lasted another year because he was so used to the drinking. You know.
Then when it stopped, you feel.
I'm not against a drink. I'm not against a drink. There's a time and a place for it.
Yeah.
If on a Friday night or a Saturday night we can have a few, but not every night.
No, every night it's rough. Este es el 24 años, dulce. Debo confesar que es la primera vez que siento de verdad un sabor y olor real a fruta, como un melocotón endulzado. Esto de verdad que es otra cosa.
So the last one we will be doing is 35. You want to rinse your glass?
Rinse it. Oh, yeah.
Because this one here is entirely different. I like it when I'm drinking it to put a few drops of water in it. It gives you more flavours. You try them tonight when you go home. Taste them first in your glass later on tonight, and then add a drip or 2 of water to them when you're tasting them.
años.
This is 35-year-old.
Oh. This is a street.
35-year-old.
35.
It's a refill cask this time. It's not a sherry. The colour has come from the wood.
It's pretty light colour. It's not
Very light colour because it's a refill cask.
Oh, so okay.
There's no sherry at all in this. The colour has come from the wood.
So would you know the where this cask came from.
Yes. If you look at this side, Chur Reefer.
35 años, 1982. Este barril perteneció al Whisky Doers antes de estar aquí, o sea, antes de 1982. Oh, this is something else.
Different flavors in that one too.
There's a lot of wood smell here.
Wood in it, yes.
But I can tell why you prefer that one.
Warm it up.
Yeah, I can tell. Este whisky entró en ese barril cuando yo tenía 2 años. Bien dulce. Muy dulce. El ahumado se ha controlado con tantos años. Oh, it's even leathery.
Leathery?
Yeah.
Ah, different teeth.
Okay. Para llevar. I would be surprised if you've had another person from Panama in here.
No, never had, not many, no.
Primer panameño aquí. Yes.
Ah,
First.
yes.
6,299
£299 per cask.
69 pounds per cask for tax.
Taxes. Duty alone. When it goes out the door, you have to pay VAT and other taxes on it.
So it's basically 7,000 pounds.
To the government.
Almost.
For nothing.
To the government just for existing.
Not for to put in the Isla roads. We should have gold-plated roads in Isla.
Right?
Our roads should be made of gold.
And double the size.
Double the size, yes.
How many bottles out of this cask?
Well, what you get in a butt there, we look to get between 500 and 600 bottles per cask.
So the task...
Roughly between 20 and 22 pound a bottle.
The tax. Una prueba super VIP con el maestro Ian en el warehouse de Lagavulin.
I can lick my hands now. I can lick my hands.
Yes.